A journey into the basement that leads into the bowels of hell. A dungeon quite dirty. And there's also Gertie. Where one man's trash is another man's trash. I'm your host, Pariah.
And I'm your host, Lavax.
And this is Card Composers. Tell them who today's cards are, X.
Alright, today's cards are based on The Binding of Isaac. One of the best dungeon crawlers ever made.
I would quite possibly
The
agree.
best. So good. And then when they remade it, it was also great. And then they made like 10,000 new DLC versions, and it was also great.
When they remade it, it was like infinitely better. I'm pretty sure I beat the original game at least once, and I'm like, that fucking sucked. I hate this game. But then I played a little bit of the remake. I'm like, this feels so much better to play.
What a snob. They're almost the same game.
Yeah, but one's significantly better.
Well, it has more in it. I like the music in the first one better. I will say that. I like the original music better. It was a lot more creepy. But, yeah, I mean, it's obviously a masterpiece. Fantastic.
Last week we started with X. This week we'll start with me. My first card is Guppy's Collar. 4 colorless for an artifact, equipment. Rare. If equipped creature would die, flip a coin. If you win the flip, return equipped creature to the battlefield and attach Guppy's Collar to it. Equipped for 1. Alright, thoughts on the card?
This card's awesome. What a great fucking card. I love it.
I'm a little worried that about the death trigger. If it dies, is it still equipped? By the time the trigger goes off and it comes back, I don't really.
I love what this card's supposed to do. The problem is, you said if it would die, flip a coin, and if I win the flip, it hasn't actually died yet, so I can't even return it from the graveyard and attach it to the battlefield because it hasn't actually died. It should say when creature dies.
Okay. So if equipped creature would die, if it was equipped with Guppy's Collar. Oh yeah, well. If a creature equipped with Guppy's Collar, well, that's what it says.
If you win the flip instead, it does not die or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever
well,
instead, tap it.
Yeah, you tap it and remove all modifications or whatever.
Yeah. Remove all damage from it. Essentially, you're regenerating it.
You don't come back with anything, right? When you die with Guppy's Collar?
I think you come back with all of your stuff. I don't remember.
I wanted to do something where maybe you could find the other Guppy items and become the cat thing or whatever.
That would be cool, yeah.
But that would have to be its own card. It'd have to be, it's like, if you control anything among this list of 6 items, target creature becomes a cat and gains this until for the rest of the game. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you could just pick one of the items and give it that ability.
Yeah.
And then that way you don't have to have every item look for each other.
Yeah.
Like the Urza's lands or something. I get what it's supposed to do. It does what Guppy's does. You get a 50-50 shot of coming back to life with 1 hit left, essentially.
Yeah.
Colorless, because it really shouldn't be a particular color. It's easy to equip.
It is easy to equip, because you just got to walk up, pick it up, and it's on. I originally had this equip 0. I mean, you got to pick it up and put it on.
Yeah, I like it costing at least something to equip. And you can't just equip it infinitely. I mean, it's a sorcery speed anyway, but yeah, I like this, man. That's pretty good. That's good flavor right there.
Simple, easy.
That is a nice, easy one.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, all right. On to the next card.
My first card is the Duke of Flies. It's everyone's favorite first boss, if it is a monstro. 3 colorless, a black and a green, for a legendary creature, Zombie. He's a 3/3 flyer. Whenever this creature enters, attacks, or dies, create 2 1/1 green insect tokens with flying.
Why isn't he also a horror, perhaps?
I mean, you could make the argument every enemy in Isaac is a horror.
He's
He's like a decayed human corpse.
Not necessarily every enemy, because those sad little those aren't horrors.
Yeah, I mean, he is a zombie. He's like a decaying body filled with flies and maggots.
I would almost call him an elemental as well. He could just be like a fleshy elemental, because the Isaac creatures, they're all so weird that you're just like, are you a zombie? I don't know what the fuck you used to be. I don't. Were you made? Was this Hellraiser? Were you made out of a pit of flesh? The origin's impossible because.
Well, if you go in the Binding of Isaac wiki, they do consider him to be a human corpse for what it's worth.
Oh, he is a human corpse.
So I made him a zombie.
Okay,
but I definitely think you could easily make the argument that he would be a horror because it is horrifying. And yeah, his ability's fairly strong, but that's what he does. He spawns flies.
Well, it's cool to know that I have a place to look up what the things are.
Yeah, I have to I haven't played Isaac in a while, but you got to have the tab open and be like, do I want this item? Oh, it's the chocolate milk. I don't.
Actually, no, it didn't work out for me.
Of course.
But I was so, like, jacked defense-wise that it didn't matter. It just took me 10 fucking minutes to kill Mega Satan. Alright, how much time do I have left? He's still kicking. I'm still fine, but this is taking forever. 2/1/1 green insect token for flying.
You just get a bunch of flies all the time. And I like it as when he enters, attacks, or dies. So when you cast him, you're very likely to at least get 4 of these guys.
And I would have made the insects, the flies, black. If they were the harmless
they're just flies.
Yeah, but if they were the harmless flies, it would have been like, oh yeah, those can be the green flies.
Are green flies harmless? Like all the bees and shit
No,
out there?
the regular black flies, they're harmless.
No,
you can actually run into them.
I'm saying green like the Magic the Gathering green
insects.
Are they harmless? Hornet's nest, maybe?
No,
I mean, they don't have death touch.
I suppose.
They don't have death touch, but they're not like evil flies. They're just flies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, I guess.
And the flies he spawns encircle him most of the time anyway. So they're not even very aggressive flies. He can spawn the aggressive ones.
Oh, that's true.
But typically they're the ones that just kind of like make like a shield around him. He's just nice and easy. He just spawns a shit ton of tokens. I mean, you're probably going to get 4 for casting him, and if you might even attack a couple times.
I do like the attacks or dies. Oh, yeah, he doesn't create flies when you hit him. He just coughs every once in a while.
Yep.
Because he explodes into more flies.
Yeah, after you beat him, you have to usually finish off a couple of them. More than a couple, so...
This is solid.
Fairly simple. I feel like there'd be decks you might even run this in. Not too bad to get if you wanted to. I mean, you could run this or Hornet's Nest, and nobody's going to run Hornet's Nest. It doesn't have reach.
Well, I mean, you just got to hit Hornet's Nest. Hornet's Nest is easily better than this.
I disagree.
Easily better than this.
Nah. Let us know in the comments if you agree that Hornet's Nest, one of the shittiest creatures ever made in Magic, is better than this guy who immediately gives you 3 creatures for the price
of...
For
5 and 2 different colors.
He's a 3/3 flyer, and he gives you 2 creatures with him that also have flying, and probably another 2 when he dies. And if he doesn't die right away, you just get 2 every time he attacks.
Yeah, but I would rather
that gets out of control real fast.
I'd rather have 3 for a 0/2 defender.
Yeah.
That creates 1/1 death touch flying insects.
Yeah, if he takes damage.
For each point of damage.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have flying.
Point.
He has to be dealt damage. This guy doesn't. He spawns creatures just regardless of what your opponent's doing.
No, you hit the Hornet's Nest with your own cards.
Oh, so I'm also running multiple colors. Because I'm not doing that with green.
Yeah, I suppose not. But, I mean, it's a threat. You guys are not going to want to attack with full force because it's like, oh, look at that. Hornet's Nest is blocking.
Oh, unless I'm running like weenies, and then I don't care anyway.
And then I can block a weenie and get a powerful weenie.
A 1/1 flying death touch.
Who doesn't love a powerful weenie?
I could just play this guy and immediately have 3 creatures.
And I could kill him with a 1/1 flying death touch.
Right, and then I'll get 2 more creatures that also kill your guys, because they're 1/1s too. It's not like you have first strike.
Yeah, I ain't worried about 1/1s. I can block those. I can block your 1/1s.
You just told me how great 1/1s were. Now you're not worried about 1/1s.
Well, 1/1s with flying and death touch are pretty fucking great. 1/1s with flying,
yeah,
I ain't too worried about that.
I
swat that shit out of the air, no problem.
I'll just Doomblade your Hornet's Nest if I even have to worry about it, since it doesn't have flying or reach.
I would hand swat a fly. You know what I wouldn't hand swat? A fucking hornet.
Yeah. Everyone has evasion nowadays. That Hornet's Nest isn't going to block anybody.
Doesn't need to,
and it can't even attack.
That's not how I use Hornet's Nest.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. You burn it or whatever. You're going to run red with it, so you're also running 2 colors.
Yeah.
All right, what's your last card?
My last card is Nod Leaf. 3 and a green for a Kindred equipment plant. Equipped creature has hexproof and indestructible as long as it's untapped. Equipped for 1.
All right, I don't remember the Nod Leaf, and I don't know what Kindred equipment is.
Kindred is the new term for tribal, because apparently tribal is racist.
Oh, I should have known. Heaven forbid. Wizards. It's fucking pathetic. All right, now that I've remembered, aka looked up what Nod Leaf does, yeah, this is exactly what Nod Leaf does.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I could still exile all creatures, right?
Oh, yeah, you could probably do that, yeah.
That's so specific, though. Who would do that?
And you could always just get rid of the Nod Leaf.
I could just play Cruel Edict.
What does that do?
Make you sacrifice a creature.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think a quick creature should have
Shroud. You can always quit the game.
They should have Shroud. Yeah, I mean, this works. This works pretty good. Nice and easy. Nice, simple.
Yeah, nice, simple.
Kindred. Why wouldn't Guppy's collar be Kindred, since you can collect all the Guppy's items?
Well, because the collar itself is not a cat. The Nod Leaf is at least a plant.
Oh, because it's an equipment type. plant.
Yeah.
Instead of like equipment type Guppy, because they're all Guppy related.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this card seems real fucking strong.
Yeah, but you have to stay. You have to not attack, or you have to not.
I could
be
just
tapped.
have vigilance.
That's true. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this card's too strong. I could put on someone vigilance, and they're just indestructible and invincible for one equip.
No, you just got to delete the leaf. Just destroy the leaf. Run.
Don't run black.
Run artifact.
Don't
hate.
run black. Don't run black, or you can't beat this card. Yeah, this is a little too strong for one equip, in my opinion. My professional opinion.
I almost made this cost 3, but I'm like, no, that's too.
Well, it's already outrageous that your creature's invincible for 1 mana after you pay this. I imagine there's nothing out. There's probably artifacts out there that give you indestructibility, but I imagine they cost more than 1 to equip. And maybe they're legendary or something.
I probably could have made this a little.
I could have 4 of these and just run it in a vigilance deck.
Nah, I mean you're paying 5, but and like you have to run vigilance to really get the most out of this. And like honestly, how many good creatures even have vigilance?
There's a lot of bullshit.
There's a lot of bullshit. No, there's a lot of the creatures with vigilance. I'm just like, I don't run very many creatures with vigilance because I don't find a lot of good ones.
I mean, there's a lot of creatures that are very big and strong and have hexproof and stuff like that. When they're like, there's a lot of those blue creatures.
Yeah, blue and some green ones.
Yeah, but they don't cost like 1 to equip. Seems a little strong.
That's true. And thinking about it, you could just make a ridiculously strong wall if you just put this on a creature that's like, well, I'm not attacking with this guy anyway.
Why don't easy fix? Why don't we just say as long as it's not attacking? Because that's what you wanted anyway, right?
That's just better than what it is now.
No. It's worse than it is now, because right now a vigilance creature would always be untapped forever, whereas as long as it's not attacking, you would still be able to destroy it during combat.
Yeah,
which is what you wanted anyway.
But being tapped is a more okay. So conditionally, it's not directly better, but conditionally, yes.
Yes, if I'm running Icy Manipulator, then I guess this would be better.
Or if it was what if I put this on a Mana Dork?
That's true.
It's like, I don't want you to destroy my green, but I really need that green.
I really want my Llanowar elf.
Got him! You fool.
Now your Llanowar elf is indestructible. I can't do anything about it.
There are situations where this is pretty busted.
Most situations.
Yeah, but I mean, cost 4, you gotta equip 1. The first thing you equip it to, you gotta pay 5 to get it out, to get it on. Turn 5. Unless you're running ramp.
Oh, in green?
Yeah,
How
green.
Unheard of.
Yeah, unheard of. Ridiculous. No, but if I'm running this in my ramp in green, you're probably running a Stompy deck.
And now my big Stompy guy also, who very likely is Vigilance, because green's the secondary Vigilance color.
Yeah. All right, I think there might be one. I think Vorapede. I think Vorapede has Vigilance.
Yeah, there's like half the green ones do, because they're like, oh, here's 6 for a 10/10 Vigilance Trample. Can't be countered or some shit.
Oh yeah, they stay printing those that are so busted, but only towards blue cards.
So I can play my worm that says my life total can't go below 7. And as long as I don't attack with him, he also is hexproof and indestructible. And I pay 1 to equip him.
Yeah, just run Artifact Hate.
I mean, that's a good solution if you're not running black, I suppose. But if you're running black, fuck you.
Yeah, just run Cruel Edict.
I mean, you're right. If that's my only creature, you can still make me sacrifice it.
Yeah, all right. On to the last card.
Okay, so
every time. There's a wall of text. Every time.
It's not that bad. Alright, so my last item is the D6. It's Isaac's starting item. Double red, legendary artifact. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, put a charge counter on the D6. Tap, remove 3 charge counters from the D6. Exile all other artifacts target player controls. That player searches their library for an artifact card chosen at random and places it on the battlefield for each artifact exiled this way.
Sorry, read that again.
So at the beginning of each player's upkeep.
Oh, sorry. I mean the tap ability.
Tap. Remove 3 charge counters from the D6. Yep. Exile all other artifacts target player controls. That player searches their library for an artifact card chosen at random and places it on the battlefield for each artifact exiled.
Oh, for each artifact. Okay, yeah, because it's you're re-rolling your
You re-roll whoever you target. You re-roll other items. And if you target yourself, it does not re-roll the D6. So yeah, you just re-roll items. It's the D6, and it has charges like you're going in rooms or whatever, because it has. I think it's more than 3, but.
Speaking of rooms, I was like, oh, do I do room cards? Because it's Binding of Isaac, and I'm like, I hate the room mechanic, so I'm not going to do it.
I halfway thought of that, but rooms are generally pretty shit. It's a shame, too, because that set was so cool. And it brought a Screaming Nemesis. That's the guy.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
The
about.
haste guy
but
that says you can't
that
gain
sounds
life.
like such a much older card.
That's what makes it
than
great.
what it
It's not
actually
like
is.
Gorlak the Fart or Legendary 10/10 for 2 or something. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually a relatively balanced card. So, yeah, it's the D6. Thoughts on it? It does D6 things. It rerolls your items.
Yeah, it does D6 things. You know, I was thinking of doing dice-related stuff. Jesus Christ, I don't want 6 choices. 6 choices is,
Half the time, the dice and Visik don't. They all really just do this with various things anyway. Reroll
Yeah.
your stats, reroll whatever.
Nah.
So, yeah, this rerolls your artifacts. I know in the game it rerolls some of your stuff, like active items. It like rerolls active items. So this was kind of like it would reroll your equipment that you have sitting on the field, and I don't know, mana rocks or something.
Yeah. Oh, no, that could be very useful.
Yeah, it also rerolls your artifact creatures because it's just artifacts. If you run in a mirror deck and wanted different mirrors, it'd be real exciting.
That's true. You could just get
Or
all
if
the
you
exact mirrors.
and if you had
that you're looking
artifact
for.
lands, it swaps your lands out for other artifacts.
Oh.
So it could be very chaotic in like some sort of machine deck.
Yeah, literally, this is your failsafe. It's like, well, I don't have all the pieces I need, but I have the number of pieces I need. Now I can tap the dice and just get everything.
Yep.
I feel like this might be a little too powerful for what it's... Oh, wait, how do you get charge counters?
You just get one every upkeep.
Each player's upkeep, though.
Yeah, so after 3 turns, you can do it once.
That'd be turn 5. No, that'd be turn 4. No. Okay,
I play
turn
it.
2.
I play it. Your upkeep, it gets a counter. My upkeep, it gets a counter. Your upkeep, it has the 3rd counter now, and I can use it one time. And the effects are random. Am I going to use it on you? It might benefit you.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It doesn't come and play with any charge counters, so it'll get its 3rd charge counter on my opponent's turn.
So, yeah.
So I don't feel like that's
your
too strong.
4th turn, then.
I don't feel like it's that strong. It's legendary. You can only have one, because that would have been ridiculous if you can have like 4 of these at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm giving you time to react to it as well. Because I'll play it, you have a turn, I have a turn, you
This
have a
would
turn.
work very well in a team setting. Not so good against an opponent, because the opponent could potentially, unless they're running singletons, unless this is Commander.
Ew.
Yeah, if this was Commander, this would completely fuck up an opponent, or set them up for victory, depending. But if they're already set up for victory, they're like, I got this in the bag, and I get the power 9 on the field. You can just, whoop. No, you don't. All those are exiled. Get your 1 for a 2/2 frog. Yeah, it works.
Who's the 1 for a 2/2 frog?
What's the frog might?
Oh, because of the affinity cost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, frog might. He's 4 for a 2/2.
Oh,
Is he 4? Yeah, I'm thinking he's 4. Probably. I don't know. That was from Mirrodin. I love Mirrodin.
oh yeah, I bet you do. All them strong-ass artifacts.
Yeah, and creatures were reasonable.
Search your library for an artifact for 1.
That's not true. Fabricate costs 3.
What's your or equipment? Sorry, search your library for equipment for 1.
Oh, well, they didn't know how strong equipment would be.
Yeah.
Now you can pay 1 more and also
Where
look for an
did the
enchantment.
swords come from?
Mirrodin.
Oh,
Well, it was the first time they ever made equipment cards.
oh, did they?
They didn't know how strong they would be. Mirrodin's great. The artifact, I mean, there's some strong stuff and there's also some crap stuff. I mean, look at half the creatures are bad.
In any Magic set, there's a shit ton of shit creatures.
Well, yeah. Nothing like paying 2 for a 2/2. Classic. Or 2 for a 2/2 can't block if you're running red. Heaven forbid you pay 2 for a 2/2. I wish I could. Thanks, Goblin Piker. Terrible.
Yeah, one of my first set was Ixalan, 4 for a 3/3 that sometimes has flying if you control a dinosaur.
Ooh. I like it when, I don't remember what set it is, but when they made Baneslayer Angel, who's still too fucking strong, by the way. But when they made Baneslayer Angel in the same set, for the same cost, they also had a 3/5. Like, oh, wow, I can pay 5 for a 5/5 flying first strike lifelink protection from a bunch of shit.
Oh, yeah, dragons.
Or I could have a
demons,
3, or I could have a 3/5.
What is it? Dragons, demons, and devils?
I think it's just dragons and demons.
Dragons and demons. Yeah.
And not that anyone gives a shit because you're paying 5 for a 5/5 flying first strike lifelink.
Yeah.
You just pay 5 and you swing and you just switched our life totals by 10. You have 10 more life than me. It's absurd.
Well, that's our show for the day. Questions, comments, concerns?
Recommendations?
Let us know below at P.O. Box below this video and tell us which card you think was best in show. Tell me, Axe, which card do you think was best in show?
It's a tough one. My two favorite cards are the D6 and Guppy's Collar.
Yeah.
Those are my two favorite cards. Which one do I like more? You know what? I'm going to give it to you, Pariah. Guppy's Collar is a little more accurate to the game than the D6. The D6 is pretty close, but Guppy's Collar is the same.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna give it to
same.
Guppy. I'm gonna give it to Guppy's Collar. That there, you nailed it.
I also got to give it to Guppy's Collar. The leaf, indestructibility, that is what the leaf does. But am I excited by what the leaf does? Not really. Guppy's Collar, you get a little risk. You get to flip a coin. You get to have the drum roll as it's in the air. And if it fails, oh well, it died, and then you can just equip it to something else if you want to try again.
Great work, Pariah. That's a good one.
Got any hints for next week's episode, X?
You know what, Pariah? I think the shtick's getting old. We need a new way to end these episodes.
Or you think you need a new way to terminate the episode?